Hey, what's up? Dennis here from pipsmatter.com. I'm a full-time trader, coach, and consultant. On the trading side, very quickly, I trade for a living full-time right from my home. On the coaching side, I coach other people to do the same. And finally, number three, on the consulting side, I get hired by Forex brokers to coach their sales teams on specific market knowledge, their dealing desks on how to cover positions properly, and their trading floors on how to make money. In this video, I will be going over the very important coronavirus and how I'm trading it, how I have traded it, and how I might trade it in the past based on the primed analysis formula. Now, important to know, the coronavirus has actually really spooked the markets with oil trading in its lows and the US markets having their worst week last week in 6 months. But is more to come? That is the question. My analysis shows that yes, there is much more to come, much more downside. But then there should be relief. If there isn't, the world's over. Right now, the best strategy to employ in Forex trading is ride the fear, which means short sell WTI, Brent, and indices, and until a pattern for reversal is shown, do not stop shorting. The trend is down, stay with the trend because that's who's your friend in the markets. Now, as I explained to my coaching students, there are two very important high impact probabilities on the horizon, and they are one, a cure is found, not that soon, but it will be, and two, a death outside China that's not a Chinese national. Now, just today, February 4th, 2020, we had the second death outside of China. The first one was in Philippines, but that was a man traveling from the epicenter. I can't pronounce the name, but you can find it. And he was a Chinese national. The markets did get affected. Oil sank. And today we have a death in Hong Kong. I don't know much details about it. I just know it's a 44-year-old man. We'll find out more later. Um, so these are two very big probabilities, but these two scenarios can so these two scenarios can, and if they happen, will move the markets aggressively and abnormally. The problem is that both can happen pretty much at any time because the scientists on point number one, they're working in the shadows day and night. They're looking for a cure. But on the virus side, it's also working. And it's working much harder, much faster, without a break inside the people who are infected. Of course, there is a third big probability, and that is a flash crash on JPY, on oil, on indices, or even a black swan event occurring on something that might not be expected, like zombies. I'm just kidding. No zombies, but something unexpected could occur. So that's pretty important to know. What we're going to do is we're going to be going into my charts now, and I will further explain what I see in the charts and what I'm trading based on the primed analysis process, which is the three pyramids, and that is the past, the present, and the near future. Let me explain how that works. Right. Welcome to my charts, trading view. Let's start with the latest news very quickly. So, China says that at the end of Monday, there were a total of 425 deaths, much more than, by the way, the deadly SARS, and 20,438 confirmed cases in the country. Now, Hong Kong, death of a 39-year-old man has been reported. That's the second death outside of China. While many countries have confirmed their own cases, the vast majority are still located in China. There's a lot of things happening. You can just write coronavirus live updates and you'll be able to find a lot of things out there on what's going on. But let's go in the 4-hour chart of DAX. I explained this in the watch list released on TradingView. This level here seems to be a pretty decent support level. Support. You can see it happening numerous times all around. And what we have is this possible trend line supporting the down move too. Um, of course, this is our support level. And if this breaks, we're looking at more downside movement. And I really expect that to happen based on this virus because, you know, there is a relief today, this morning during the Asian session, but it's just one death away from a serious, 2, 3, 4% move down. So let me show you like US 30 here. This is the Dow Jones. Dow Jones, look at this. So we have a high, we have a lower high, this one's lower as well, and then on the low side we have a low, we have a lower low. As long as we stay below this here, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a downtrend. Now, if I take you to the S&P 500, I really want to show you this. So I want to go over the daily chart for you just to understand what I'm seeing here. So what we have here is a beautiful contraction pattern. There are indications that it could bounce up from here, but I don't think it's going to be bouncing from this one. Not just yet. I don't think it's going to be bouncing from this one, which is the 30% and 23.6. The only place it could bounce from is 38.2 because that's where we have this decent little support here, which was created on late November 2019. And then the next thing is all the way down here. If you guys remember September and August trade wars, and that's 61.8. Now you can see that we're pretty much very close to a crossover between the EMA and the Dow chain channel in the middle. We are in a downtrend clearly because we have lower highs, and lower lows. RSI in the middle. Not much support happening here. Yesterday, even in that relief, we had rejection. Look, there is bullish, push, up, rejected, right? And rejected near the EMA. And I'm expecting rejection to occur sometime throughout the EU session today. So I'm a short seller on this. I was actually shorting S&P 500 last week as well, but I ended up coming out of it a bit quicker. And then that drop happened like a couple of hours later in the US session on Friday. Shame on me for getting out too quick, but it's okay. I was writing GBP USD buy, Euro USD buy, and so forth. So that worked out well. But I really want to milk this. There's a lot of things going on, and I want to be a short seller here, and I am. And look at the DAX on the daily too. The DAX on the daily, clear, nice little resistance right there where we are right now. We seem to be in a whole new level of trading, and I think it can go all the way down here, even more. So the one I'm targeting for now is 12,660.4. That's what I'm targeting. That would be this zone here. I'll make it green. That's what I'm targeting, and I really expect price action to continue lower. On the other side, I really need to show you this as well. WTI, check this out. So we are in a brand new trading range. I'm short selling this as well. And aside from this little support we have here, which is not that important, and I'm going to remove it, the next level is 42,240. And what we're seeing now is a retest possibly of the closing of price. So I'm going to map that in for myself just so I have it. And it looks like that's exactly what we might be testing before we start this continue this strong bearish trend. It's looking good. And if I go on Brent, I'll show you that too. Continue to remain bearish. Euro USD bullish, but let's go over Brent. Let me show this to you, good people of the internet. So let's go like this. WTI clearly bearish, and then we have UK oil. Check this out. So we just jumped out of this support yesterday. Guess where the next one is? 50.2. That's really far away, guys. That's like more than $4 away. In terms of percentage, from where we are right now, that is a massive 8.5% drop. And there is no pattern of reversal just yet. So this is a downtrend. Unless we don't have rejection in a candle or we have a really strong bullish candle. But for now, as things stand, we are down. We're going down and we should continue to go down. So based on everything I'm telling you here in a quick summary, I'm short indices, I'm short WTI. I don't know about CAD and stuff, JPY just yet. It's looking like it should continue over here. And you can see AUD2 taking a bit of a bounce today. But I'm done with the JPY. I was making money on it, made good money on it. Now I'm back to indices and WTI. That's what I'm going to be shorting. In the meantime, I have other Forex pairs, which I'm covering my positions here in case anything goes wrong. So in short, I explained to you that there is probabilities and we need to trade based on those probabilities and be ready for them. The biggest problem we could see is a flash crash occur on WTI, JPY, gold, things like this. While we're at it, let's look at gold. Gold back at its bottom of the trading range here of this bullish channel. Check this out. We're back here. We could continue going up. We don't know where it's going to go yet, but like I said, just a deaf that's not a Chinese national, just an ordinary guy sitting in France or girl in the US, Canada, Australia, whatever. If somebody dies from a person to person, um, what is it called? Infection, we're going to see a wild trading day. And that can happen any minute throughout this week, next week, the following week. There is a chance of it happening. And if it does, the markets are going to go wild. That's all I got for you. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like. And if you really liked it, share it with your friends. Thank you and bye.